Good afternoon, everybody. It's the dog with you with another edition of Weber This Week, the 13th of November, 2017. Today, I guess these folks could be called a little bit busy. It's Bob Stivers, wife Donna Stivers, and Casey Fick. They're in the house today to talk about their various businesses, what they have done, and what they continue to do for not only the city of Geneva, but the surrounding Finger Lakes, of all the different offerings that they have at their disposal. And without further ado, we welcome the Stivers along with Casey. Bob, thank you for coming in. Nice to have you here.
Yep, thanks.
My pleasure. And Donna, thank you.
Thank you.
And I've communicated with Casey via emails. Casey, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks for having us.
We wouldn't miss this. You know, I've been intrigued. Let me do a disclaimer before anybody watches the show today. Yes, my granddaughter works for them indirectly as a part-timer at the wonderful winery up there in Geneva. I don't want anyone to think that's the reason we brought them in. I've been intrigued by them for some time, following them. And Izzy can hold her own, believe me, as an employee. So, yes, she does work part-time at one of their offerings and holdings. And they tell me she's a great kid. My wife and myself, we echo that sentiment. Well, you know, it's been intriguing to me to look at what Casey said. I knew you guys, Bob, were involved in a lot of things, but let's go through the checklist and give me some quick comments, if you would be so kind. I know a lot of these events, a lot of these offerings are between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Example, like your boat tours, which have private parties. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Doug, it started off as we had a Seneca Marine, which is our marina that we have there. And it's a full-service marina, and we have dockage, and we have many customers that are there. And we're looking for things for them to do. Mm-hmm. We get the tourists that come in from out of the area, and they're looking for things to do, so we decided to get a tour boat. And with that tour boat, we've been able to get a pretty good wide variety of things for them to do. One, we have regular scheduled tours. They're on Thursday through Sunday at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock from the Geneva Visitor Center, which is going to be, our new visitor center that's going to be in Geneva on the lakefront. We also have private parties. We can do wedding rehearsals. We can do birthday parties. We can do any type of event, and we've had a lot of fun doing that. And with Casey, we've come up with some creative ideas, like our Wine and Whiskey Wednesdays, which is our sunset cruise on a Wednesday night. And you go out and have a few drinks and go out for an hour and a half and see the sunset. It's been a lot of fun with the tour boat.
And of course, one thing that Casey pointed out to me, you have lock tours as well. See how the canal system's working.
That's our hidden gem. Is obviously everybody sees the lakes, but the gem here is our canal system. Our canal system actually runs from Albany to Buffalo, and we have a special leg here, which is the Seneca Canal, and that runs our own little area. We can run between Geneva and Seneca Falls, and we can see the wildlife. Wow. We can have lock tours. We can go village to village. It's very historic.
And I would be remiss if I didn't say one of the most popular places, because I see a lot of video on it, and that's the Tiki Bar North. A lot of people have a good time there. It's a good fun time, isn't it?
It's a good fun time.
It's right.
We actually started that for our boaters.
Right.
And Casey could tell us a little bit about the Tiki Bar. She's the one that's doing our marketing for that now. But we started off without a liquor license, and actually the boaters asked us to see if we could get the license, and that's why we proceeded with it. It was supposed to be a gathering place for people on the water.
Talk a little bit about it, Casey. Casey Fick is our marketing expert with the Stivers, along with events coordinator. Talk a little bit about the Tiki Bar North.
Right. So my job is actually really difficult, promoting a bar on the water with happy hour all weekend and live music.
Good stuff,
right. So Tiki Bar North is open all weekend long. It's open Thursday through Sunday. We get really lucky when there's really nice weather, because everybody comes out of the cracks and comes hang out at the Tiki Bar. We can attract people from boat and by land. We've got ample parking. We've got ample dock space for people to come pull up. But yeah, live music every Thursday night, every Sunday night. Sometimes we've been pushing some big bands on Saturdays and Friday nights. So we have a good crowd hang out at the
What
Tiki
about,
Bar.
you offer food offerings there, or is it just beverages?
Yeah, we've been having food on weekends too.
Good.
When it's a nice night, we'll
Sure.
open up the grill and have some food at the Tiki Bar.
And
It was a slow start, though, just as any other business starts.
Sure.
Over the last 3 years, it's been really quiet, people coming around, just the locals.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to be an attraction. We're hoping that next year it actually turns around and it's something different than it's really been. Well, now it's been unique and quaint.
Well, I know my daughter Sam and her friends show up there quite a bit. They have a good time there because I see her posting it on Facebook. So I know where she's at. She enjoys it. And so that's a good time. If you just tuned in, this is The Dog with you. We're this week on a Monday, the 13th of November. We have the Stivers in with us. Bob, we're going to get to Donna in just a second, see how she interacts with all that's going on. But let's keep going down the list. Of course, what I remember way back when, before I met you, Bob, was the Stivers Seneca Marine, where people can dock their boat, or not put their boat away for the wintertime. So you've been involved in that for quite a long time.
Yeah, we've been there 20 years now.
Wow, 20 years.
And that's owner and run it. We've been at the Marine and had our boat there since 1985. So it's been a while that we've been in the marine business, whether we were in the business or in the business. And, it's a full service. We do repairs, we have fuel, we have dockage, and we've got to the point where we've outgrown our site a little bit. We've also, we just opened 5 and 20 Marine, which was the old Blue Heron Marina on 5 and 20. And so now we have additional docks and we have campsites. And we have winter storage and winterizing. So it's full service. We're trying to keep the consumer that wants to be on the water in the summer and safe in the winter and fully winterized.
And of course, Casey mentioned that you have the ability to have somebody find a lake house, a boat house, a crow's nest scenario. You have an opportunity for people to take a little rental space there?
Yes, we do. We have some great options to offer our customers. On Seneca Lake, we have a beautiful cottage on the east side with the best sunsets in the world. That is a 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom, and it sleeps 10 comfortably. There's a beautiful new dock there, so you can bring your boat up to the dock and stay there also and swim. We also have a beautiful apartment above our marina. It's called the Crow's Nest apartment, and it's for the smaller. It's a couple, 2 or 3 people.
Right.
And you can do a week or weekend rental for both of those. And then we also have a houseboat. We actually have 2. Bob's going to touch on the bigger one, but we have a small 2-bedroom houseboat that you could use as a little cottage right at the marina.
That's kind of neat.
So yeah.
Why don't you talk about the bigger one then? You had a bigger one.
Bigger one's awesome.
Is it? How many does it hold?
It's 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Wow.
Full-size kitchen, not a galley.
Wow.
Living room, 50-inch TV, hot tub on top, and a slide off the back.
Wow.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Wow,
and we use that as a weekly rental. And the experience that people get from that is the experience of the Erie Canal system. The trip that we put out there starts at our marina on a Monday, goes to Seneca Falls, the next night to Lyons, then to Palmyra, Fairport, back to Newark, back to Seneca Falls, and then back to the marina. They get to experience small little towns. They get to visit the Finger Lakes. And after they travel for a few hours, they can always call and get a limo and go on a wine tour, or they can go up and walk through a village and see some of the historic sites and the museums that are in Seneca Falls. They've got so many options that are right there by the water. People really, really enjoy it, and they come from all over the country.
Well, Casey, I know that, we'll get back to Donna in a second. I know that you're involved in marketing all these different offerings, and certainly it's obvious you're doing a good job. When you joined, how long have you been with the Stivers companies?
I've been with them since May.
May, okay.
Yep.
And it seems like that they're always looking to add to their portfolio something different, something unique. Is that something that you keep up with as far as when Bob and Donna decide we're going to do this and we're going to do this, and it's not already on your menu, you got some additional items?
There's a lot of stuff going on. My job so far has been to embellish the stuff that we do have going on, maybe make 2 things go hand in hand.
Right.
So right now, like doing things like taking the tour boat, doing a quick trip around the lake and stopping at our winery downtown Geneva, or making it connect to the Tiki Bar North, and just making all of the different businesses connect in some way, because we have so many different and unique things. So bringing them all together has been my job so far. But I know Bob is looking to bring even more stuff on, so I would like to say I have job security in that sense.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I guess, Donna, back to you. I know there's got to be somebody keeping track of dollars and cents as far as what you're spending away, what you're taking
Yes,
in.
yeah.
And I understand that was one of your masterful jobs.
Yes, I'm in the office most of the time, but we've also got a wonderful staff that works for us. But a lot of my job is the rentals. We have over 150 apartments and then some commercial buildings that we rent out. And we also have Finger Lakes Prime Realty, which I'm a broker
Oh, that's great.
of, and that's right at that office also on Exchange Street in Geneva. So we rent, we sell, we buy, there's just
That's great.
a ton of
Now,
things.
how many employees take part? Casey is your marketing person. How many other employees work for you that do different disciplines?
Oh man!
What'd you guess?
Well, right now we've got about 15 employees.
Wow.
And it goes up and it goes down. It
Sure.
depends on the season and what's
Right.
going on. Summer obviously we're a little bit busier.
Sure.
So that's
Yeah.
where we're at.
I guess the question I'm thinking about while you're spelling all these different offerings that you're giving the Geneva area and, of course, the entire Finger Lakes region and outside of the Finger Lakes region that come to Geneva and find out about what you have and they want to get involved in that. But, Bob, when you get up in the morning and take a shower and you come out of the shower to get your coffee or whatever you decide to do, is there a day that you ever think about, let me guess, I got to go through the list and check on everything, and I got to go here. Do you go here and go there and everywhere of your properties and of your holdings? Do you check and see how things are going? Do you do that search around too?
Oh yeah, we definitely make the trip around. We gotta get around and see what's going. But one thing that we have to say is we surround ourselves with good people.
Sure.
Yes, we do.
And with Casey with us now, she's taken off a large part of what we're doing. We've got Jean at the Marina running the Marina for us. We've got Ken, a couple of the other carpenters that are out there helping with the construction and the maintenance of the buildings and that. So, if you surround yourself with good people, you can get things done. We can't do it all ourselves. We do I get up in the morning and say, which way do I need? Where's the fire today?
Well, I got to think of all the holdings, and we're talking to Bob and Donna Stivers along with the marketing. Young lady Casey Fick are joining us today on the Weber Show, and we're talking really about their holdings, and they've got several holdings. And they have a lot of fun things, a lot of things that can make your stay to the Finger Lakes a lot nicer, a lot more comfortable. And so before they can look up Stivers in a phone book. They don't have to worry about getting a hold of you. I'm sure of that. But is there one direct number they contact to get a hold of you as far as the Stivers companies? Is there one number they can call? A phone number in there, or is it just...
There is.
Okay.
Our main number is 315-789-5520, and that does ring to all of our different entities.
All right.
It rolls over, so.
So make a note of that, 315-789-5520.
Correct.
As a number. If you're looking to do some things, check it out, and you won't be disappointed, I am sure. Because my goal is to make sure that I take Mary next year to the Tiki Bar. I'm looking forward to going there. I think I've been there. I think I've been there once, but I can't recall. But it looks like a fun place. But as I tell everybody, it'll be early in the evening.
We do close early.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
10 o'clock is our closing time, so we try to keep it daytime fun for us.
That's what I like.
Yes.
I'm already impressed because I always kid everybody. My daughter goes out when I'm going to bed. So, hey, listen, I think it's about 14 after the hour. Let's take our commercial break right now, and during the broadcast, when we come back, we'll talk to Bob about the direction of Geneva, and we'll talk about an event coming up Wednesday night. This is Weber This Week. Bob and Donna Stivers, along with Casey Fick, joining us here on the show. Acting as a gateway to the Finger Lakes, Del Lago leverages the natural beauty and unique offerings while enhancing tourism in the region. The casino features 2,000 slot machines, 89 gaming tables, including 12 poker tables, portico by Fabio Viviani, a 2,400-person entertainment center, farmers market buffet. The hotel, spa, and banquet facility will open summer 2017. Cayuga Lake National Bank. Visit Bill Ryan and his team for all of your banking needs. Offices in Union Springs and Aurora, a fine sponsor of this show for over 30 years. DA Liquor on Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. Amy Padula and her team will find the right spirit for you every time. When you stop in, tell Amy the dog sent you. The Gold Hotel welcomes you to come out and enjoy the revitalization of this historic downtown Seneca Falls landmark. Every Wednesday is Ladies' Night.
with special price drinks and half-priced appetizers. Learn more at thegouldhotel.com. The Omen Theater on William Street in Lyons. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Located off New York State Thruway Exit 41, the McGee Diner has earned their reputation as a popular family restaurant, serving country fresh home-cooked meals daily. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and check out their menu at mcgeediner.com. Seneca Metals is an award-winning company that has earned a reputation of going above and beyond to protect the environment and support their community. As an EPA inspector once said, their operation is head and shoulders above the rest. And the Newark Pilots of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, a minor league team with a major league ballpark. Season ticket packages available at newarkpilots.com. And the Wilson Press in Seneca Falls. My good pal Rich Rickey and his team can handle all of your printing and mailing needs. Visit them online at wpress.com.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the dog on a chilly Monday. Hey, by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Coming up a week, can you believe it? A week from Thursday? Not ready.
I know.
Coming quick.
Santa Claus is coming soon with that red suit and that white beard, so we'll be ready for that. By the way, we're going to get Casey to give some quick comments. Casey Fick is our marketing person from Stivers. Jimmy's going to throw some photos up on the big screen, and she'll give a chance to, we can walk through it. We sent some pictures over that, here we go. There's the winery.
Yeah, so there's Lake Street Station Winery. That was once an old 1922 Texaco station. So we refurbished it. We turned it into a winery, a liquor store. You got a full bar in there. We've got that full patio out front. It's beautiful patio with a view of the lake. We have live music out there in the summertime.
Been there, yeah.
It's a great little hangout spot. A lot of people come and do a little wine tasting and then walk down to dinner in Geneva. So We're proud of our little winery. This is the lakefront cottage that Donna was talking about. We get a lot of different people coming to this cottage that are visiting the Finger Lakes. A lot of people who want to enjoy the wine tours stay in our little cottage because it's right in the middle of the wine trail. This is our Marina apartment. So this little apartment has a beautiful view of Stivers Seneca Marine and the northern end of Seneca Lake. It's a quaint little apartment, accommodates like 2 or 3 people, but it's beautifully remodeled. Great little spot to stay. That's the inside, little view of the living room there. That is the good old Tiki Bar North, our little bar on the water. Open Thursday through Sunday from 4 to 10 p.m. with live music on Thursday and Sunday nights. And this is our 50-foot catamaran tour boat going through a lock. We do lock tours, private boat tours, and weekend tours, Memorial Day through Labor Day in that guy. And this is just a picture of some of the rentals we have. We do kayak, canoe, paddle boat rentals. You can also throw a ski on a pontoon boat that we rent out, or even a tube and go tubing. Again, that's our catamaran, our Pride and Joy 50-foot tour boat.
Looks nice, yeah.
Yeah, accommodates 50 people.
Wow.
Full bar.
And a full bar on board, that one. This is the inside of our luxury houseboat. I will say this picture doesn't do justice to the beauty that is this houseboat. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, beautiful full kitchen and living room space. Slide off the back, top deck to do tanning and partying. So.
That's it.
If you go to our website, www.fingerlakeswateradventures.com, you can see all these pictures and more. We do have a pretty good layout and tell you a little bit more about each of these items.
Very good. Well, listen, I was going to get Bob and Bob's opinion on the state of Geneva and where we're going with Geneva. As you know, Bob, you're certainly heavily involved there. Obviously, we've just been through the last 20 minutes talking about yours and Donna's holdings. Do you like where the city of Geneva is going? Do you like what the direction they're making as far as what you see and what they're unveiled to this point? Give me your thoughts. I know they've got $10 million from the state to do some certain things there. What's your opinion on where we are with Geneva right now?
We truly believe Geneva's moving in the right direction. We're fully invested, in Geneva. We've got downtown property there. We've got businesses there. And we've been part of the business improvement district for over, 8 or 9 years now. And this last DRI, Downtown Revitalization Initiative, the award of the $10 million to the city of Geneva is absolutely phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And, what I see going on there is there's some, public partnering. So we're hoping that $10 million turns into, $20 or $25 million. And that's a lot of money going into a downtown. A lot of things can happen. Sure. Some of that money is infrastructure money. Let's build up the streets. Let's fix the roads. Let's put some turnabouts in. Let's put some landscape architecture on the sidewalks. Let's make it nice. Mm-hmm. Another part of that money is being used to save a historic building in our an anchor building, the Dove Block downtown Geneva. Right. Arthur Dove was a painter in the area, and hopefully his artwork is going to be world known in Geneva again. Right. Arthur Dove has a good following, but we need to make it an icon in Geneva for people to come and want to come see. And then we've got the solar village that they're looking at putting in through the project. It's now they're talking about making it either townhomes or condominium type homes. And it's not necessarily on the lakefront; it's behind the road, but they have all got lake views. Mm-hmm. There's some projects with the Twisted Rail is looking to come downtown Geneva and do a renovation. And there's a couple other buildings that are getting new storefronts and apartments in it. Geneva has come a long ways. In the past 4 or 5 years, we had a vacant street. It was a one-way street on Linden. It was
Bar Happy.
Bar Happy. It used to be the place to put your mail. That's the only thing they had on it. Now every storefront is occupied. There's bars in it. There's dining areas, everything you can think of. And it's not just a typical bar. Right. It's microbrews. It's cideries. They're all very unique and they're very special. And people are coming from all over the country, I would say, that want to come visit Linden Street now. I agree. Which is fantastic. I think that our downtown is moving in the right direction. We've had a leader through Matt Horn, our city manager, and he had the vision. He knew what he wanted to see, and he's been pushing it along really well. That's good. Very good.
Donna, your opinion? You agree with Bob on everything?
Absolutely.
So it's coming back? Yeah.
It's definitely coming back. We have some very high-end apartments in Geneva ourselves and have a waiting list.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the millennials that are actually helping us make this thing work. Linden Street is millennials, and we had 2 other projects that we worked with some Hobart William Smith alumni. Sure. One of them is Space Vinyl. His original project he did through the college. He did a project where he was going to put marketing on space bars on computers. Now he's opened up a storefront that we let him get into up front. We helped him renovate it. Now he's full service vinyl shop.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Right now, and that's at 425 Exchange. Right next door at 427 Exchange, we have 2 alumni that opened up Finger Lakes Live, live music venue. We have the Smith Opera House, which is absolutely fantastic, right? And we've got some small bars doing things. But this space is a 16 by 16 foot stage in it, 40-foot bar, which is concrete and barrels on the walls and stuff, and they can hold 150 to 200 people with a live music venue, which was a niche we were missing. These kids are really putting all their heart into it, making this work.
I've heard a lot of good comments about it.
They've been great.
Doing great. That's good. Well, listen, we talked about a couple of things, too. You said there's an event coming up Wednesday night you wanted to plug.
Yeah, this Wednesday, it's Light Up Geneva. The Business Improvement District sponsors this event. It's to raise money for lighting for downtown. Okay. And decorations for the Christmas times. Okay. And what they do is they've gotten gifts from all over the area, and we have an auction. Joe Hesney comes in, and he does a live auction, and there's a silent auction, and we should raise between $10,000 and $15,000 for downtown improvements for the Business Improvement District to be able to put out. And that is at 427 Exchange Street at 5 o'clock at Finger Lakes Live. So not only do you get to go to the auction and support the community, but you get to visit the new venue.
And you were mentioning something during the commercial break about hops.
Yes. Seeing that you were saying, what do I do in the mornings,
Exactly.
as I come out.
That's right.
Well, Donna went to school in Naples, New York here, and
Right.
One of her classmates has developed a product called Mad Hops. Everybody knows meal for water, which is flavoring for water. Well, what he's developed is flavoring for beer. So that if you like the taste of a Miller Lite and you wanted or the texture of a Miller Lite and you wanted to add flavoring to it, his product comes through and puts the flavoring into it. And we've partnered with him to help market this. And we can come up with an Irish Porter, a Pale Ale, cherry wheat. And it's very unique, it's very good, and it's simple, fun stuff to do. So, when you're out with your friends having a beer, let's
Put a squirt in and
give it a squirt. Go Mad Hops, it's called.
That's pretty neat. Well, obviously, as we get ready to close out the show with about 3.5-4 minutes to go, talk back to Casey now. Casey, you've been with the Stivers companies since May. Obviously, you seem to know what you're doing. You seem aggressive about this and trying to promote the properties and everything else. What has been the day-to-day operation for you? You also check around and make sure everything's on snuff, or you got everything promoted right, or is your scenario, is that kind of a daily thing? What you can do to get the message out?
That's my goal, get
Right.
the message out.
Right.
I actually just moved to the Finger Lakes from Pennsylvania, so the whole Finger Lakes experience has been new to me.
Okay.
So promoting it has been wonderful. All these unique businesses that I've gotten my hands in with Bob, from boat tours to wineries, it's not something I ever pictured being in, but it is booming in Geneva and booming in the Finger Lakes, so it's definitely not a hard task. We're already planning boat tours for the summer of 2018. We have as far out as 2019 boat tours booked. So it's great fun. And we have Deck the Halls, a big wine trail event coming up. So I'll be busy with the winery doing Deck the Halls and Christmas stuff already coming up with the
amazing.
winery. So it's full hands on deck at Stivers Enterprises, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I know Bob and Don, I know that you guys can't have a lot of spare time with all that you're going to work on. I mean, not a lot of free time, right, Bob? I don't see you sitting around at night after dinner thinking, got nothing else to do, right?
Right, Donna?
It got to be tough. Well, listen, as I think about it, having followed a lot of the holdings that you guys are involved in, that you own, obviously my wife and Mary and myself have been to the winery. We've enjoyed that. And certainly I just can't thank you guys enough for what you've done for the Geneva area, and also not only Geneva area, but the surrounding Finger Lakes region, because it's all much more expansive than just Geneva. And I think people should take advantage of the Stivers offerings, and if you have an opportunity for a rental or whatever, a boat tour, a lock tour, etc., get a hold of them, and they'll be more than glad to set you up, and it'll be quite an experience. And I think if we had more people like you guys that actively put up money to get these things going, to start it up, and to try to get a return on your investment, is certainly a tribute to you and Bob, and we appreciate you guys helping us out in the Finger Lakes, and I think the people in Geneva should appreciate what you've done so far.
Well, thank you.
And I'm sure there's more to come.
Thank you very much.
And when more to come, when it does take place, we'll have you come back and explain more to come. We might have to do an hour show back then, because there's a lot.
Casey will be doing that one.
Okay, I like that. Well, listen, Bob Stivers, along with his wife Donna, and of course Casey, been my special guest today on the Weber Show. Before we sign off, I want to remind you, on the next couple of shows, we got a good one next week. As we were talking about it during the break, if he's not the busiest entertainer, he's the most popular one by far. Nate Michaels, who works every day of the week, sometimes 2 gigs on one night. He'll be here next week, and yes, he's going to play a couple of songs in our new studio. And he's going to play my favorite song, In Case You Didn't Know, by Brett Young, which I love. And he always plays that, and I love that song. So he'll be playing that for me, or we will let him in the door. Just kidding. Nate Michaels will be here next week live on the Weber Show. And then the following week we have Mike Scaglione, who does Hoops for Bikes. They have a deal they've been working with him and a few other people to try to get bicycles during Christmas time for kids that do not have a bike. So Mike Scaglione will be on the show on the 27th of November. And just one other plug for an upcoming guest on December the 4th. The top man at Del Lago Resort and Casino, good friend of mine. He's been on my program 4 or 5 times since he came to the area. Jeff Babinski, Executive Vice President, General Manager of Del Lago. A lot of comments about, well, they didn't meet expectations and all that stuff. Trust me, they're doing okay. I work out there part-time. So, without further ado, again, thank you, Casey, for coming in. Along with Bob and Donna, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. And trust me, folks, they're busy. So, for Bob and Donna Stivers, along with Casey Fick and my director, owner, Jim Seneca, this is a dog bidding you farewell. We'll catch you next week for another edition of Weber This Week.
Thanks for having us.